Across our social platforms and guest networks, our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A Mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at BeEncouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time. We are currently at Cole Harbor, our studio sponsor, right?
So beautiful.
Oh, what a wonderful place. We get such great feedback about them and what they're doing. What's so great about Cole Harbor?
Yes. So the owner, Jeremiah Callahan's just phenomenal. His attention to detail from the sound, from the aesthetics, he even got me a little microphone holder for our live Instagrams, Frank. I mean, just the attention to detail to service the business owners here who work out of here is phenomenal.
And what you always feel welcomed here. You always feel a part of this community. It's the most welcoming place that I've ever engaged. And we have some amazing people that work out of here as well.
We do. And they actually have a greeting host, which is incredible during their peak hours.
What an idea, right?
Yes, but some of the people working out of here, you just want to be here just to say hi to them, like Chantel Bridges.
Ooh, and Melinda Joy Mingo.
Yes.
And our friend Tom
Carlson.
Yes, indeed. Wonderful people. And Lisa and I also engaged their facility in Denver called Co-working, which is a fantastic.
Huge shout out for Alan Briggs.
Yes.
He is our right-hand man, especially in this podcast studio. He has given us great wisdom and insight on how to use all the bougie stuff that they have in here.
The bougie stuff. Yeah.
It is. It's high end.
It is. It's wonderful. We're so blessed to be able to be here.
Good morning,
Hi.
everyone. Welcome to the Be Encouraged Show with Lisa Ann.
I'm Frank, and we're so glad to have you here on Motivation Monday because we are here to infuse hope and encouragement into the world. I'm Frank Sinclair. The beautiful Lisa Sennett is beside me as well. We provide a platform for entrepreneurs and community-focused individuals to expand their reach and to create a positive impact in the Colorado Springs community. And we're joining you live here at Colorado Springs at Coa Harbor with some wonderful guests today. We can't wait to get in talking to these incredible people. Now, if you want to join us internationally, go to our website and select International via Instagram to join us live from anywhere in the world.
So today's show is sponsored by Crescio, who offers to help social impact companies pay what you can consultations to increase your leads, among other things. So visit them at Crescio.com to learn more and check out the flyer that we provided you later.
Indeed. Yeah, we're going to introduce these folks. I'm going to take Kelly on.
All right.
And introduce her. And then you can have Reverend Rose and introduce her to our audience as well. Kelly, you and I, we've known each other for quite some time now. Long time. Yeah, don't make us seem too old, Kelly.
We are.
This is Kelly J. Calabrese, Master of Science, CCN, whatever that means.
Board certified clinical nutritionist.
There we go. Is an integrative biochemical nutritionist, educating and helping her patients achieve lasting results by addressing the root cause of their health concerns. For the past 20 years, she's been doing this, and Kelly, through a comprehensive 80-marker blood test, identifies key issues in nutrient deficiencies, toxic exposures, hormonal imbalances, and
Wow, you're reading the whole thing.
and immune and neurological. I had to read this. It
Yes.
was off the chain, right? And neurological deficits. So this personalized approach tackles stress, lifestyle factors, and overall wellness from the inside out. Kelly provides real solutions to real health problems.
Yes, and to my right, Miss Reverend Rose SALCETTI. She grew up in Colorado Springs, like born and raised.
Born and raised here.
Woo! We got
We'll
a
get your
local.
autograph
Yay!
before we leave.
Yeah, a rare soul, I know.
Yes. So she attended Corpus Christi and St. Mary's High School locally. She's currently the Care Ministry Director at the Unity Spiritual Center of the Rockies off Mesa Road.
Yeah.
She also speaks twice a month at Unity for Sunday services. She is teaching a class in visioning. Will be leading a class in the Blue Zones Challenge in March. And Rose believes that the proper diet, exercise for self and with others, affiliation with social groups and friendships make it possible for people to feel fit, focused, close with others, a part of community, and thus able to age well with longevity. Welcome.
Yes.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah, you should see her eyes.
Walking demonstration of that, right? So isn't that wonderful? Rose, welcome. Kelly, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
On a down note, just a little bit, there was a funeral service held at your place
Yes.
recently. What's
Yes.
that young lady's name?
Well,
Her husband.
Patsy and John.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for thinking of that.
Our heart goes out to them in our community. I knew him.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did know him. I was his coach
Oh, my
for a
gosh.
time being as well. So we're so saddened by that loss.
Thank you.
And thankful for the work that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yes. So start us off with Kelly. Ask her something.
So Kelly, I know you've been on our show before, but
Yes.
we have a lot more new listeners now. So we would love for you to share a little bit about yourself personally, where you grew up, where you're from, a little bit of background.
Sure. So I'm from East Hampton, Long Island, New York. I've actually been in the state of Colorado since 1989. I've been here in Colorado Springs for 29 years already.
Wow.
I had a fitness business in Aspen, and I had a fitness business here. So I was the professional fitness trainer for about 28 years. And then I overlapped my fitness business, went back to school for medicine and nutrition, and I've been doing this profession for 20 years. I don't really market myself as a fitness professional, but I do have 2 private clients that I work with. One has been with me for over 20 years.
Oh my.
She's 77 going on 50.
Wow, that's cool.
But I've just I love skiing. I love playing tennis. I love going to live music concerts. I love traveling.
What developed that, Kelly? I mean, that didn't just drop out of the sky in Long Island in New York, right? Yeah, there's some specific reason that this became a pathway for Kelly. So what was that?
Coming to Colorado is where we're very healthy here, so much more healthy here than on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be in a place where everyone was health-minded, because I've been health-minded since I've been 16 years of age.
Where did that come from?
Just my drive to be healthy. I was a sick little girl, in and out of doctors for a very long time. And I was praying to God, please help me figure out what's wrong, and I promise I'll help others. And so I started the path at age 16. So for 47 years now, I have been on the path of helping myself and everyone that comes to me.
So how did you do that at the age of 16? Did you talk to your parents ahead of time and just say, this is my new mission? Or
No, I actually was on a ski trip, and I couldn't get down the mountain because I was having a blood sugar disorder, not knowing that that's what was happening. I got very sick, and I had to get down the mountain. Yeah. And then I went and I got tested for hyperglycemia, and the doctor said that you have to change your lifestyle, your diet, whatever, because back then they didn't give drugs. Yeah. And so I went to the library, researched an encyclopedia, because we didn't have computers back then. This is the 70s. I remember. This is the mid-70s. So I went to the library, researched diabetes, and it said if you work out every day, you'll regulate blood insulin levels, and then a career is born, because I started fitness back then. Wow. And stayed with it, and that's how I got. So I didn't just didn't fall out of the sky. It was my own mission of being healthy myself.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Isn't that typical? I mean, so typical. Pain creates purpose.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
It really does.
Always does.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It really creates purpose, and you've been on this journey and this track of helping people for a very long time. I'm so thankful for that.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Indeed. Reverend Rose. Yeah, it even flows.
Yes, it does.
Reverend Rose.
All right.
I'm an ordained minister as well.
Oh, you are?
I am.
Very
Yeah. So thank you for being here. You know, you just kind of light up the place. There's something about you that I'm digging.
Thank you.
You're not from New York, so the lingo may not fit, but I don't know.
My dad was from New York.
Oh, he
so
was. Okay.
I'm from New York originally, too.
I can appreciate New York, you know? Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Rose story.
Well, I have been interested in drawn to working with people for most of my life. I became a spiritual counselor about 36 years ago at the Centers for Spiritual Living, and have continued that practice. And then I worked with cancer patients at the American Cancer Society for about 18 years.
Oh, wow.
And
just volunteer work there?
I was a paid employee, and I trained volunteers to work throughout the southwestern region and to work in cancer resource centers to provide information, guidance, and counseling for cancer patients.
Wonderful.
Who are going through all of that trauma.
Yeah.
Worked in fundraising and just assisting others to get through cancer with support groups, breast cancer support groups and prostate cancer support groups. So that's been my calling all of my life, to work with others.
That's so cool.
So I love that. And then
How
when
did
I
you know that it
retired-
was your calling, though, as a kid? Or what happened?
You know, I recall taking a test in high school, and it said you should either be a minister or a counselor.
Oh.
So there you go. It was just...
So you
Well,
took
you're
that
a
at its
minister
word.
or a counselor.
Yeah, exactly. It's both. It's 2 in 1, right? Yeah,
that's
over the
right.
years.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been, your makeup of your family here, since you're here on the Front Range and native.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't get very many of those.
No, we
do
don't.
Yeah, we aren't either.
Yeah.
So you have been here. What was the makeup of your family? Tell us some of those sweet stories about coming up. I knew you were at St. Mary's, and so obviously you were a Catholic coming up.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
One of 5 kids. And
Where did you fit in that?
I was the middle kid,
Oh,
the peacemaker.
Yes.
right?
my middle kid is the
Not the
opposite.
peacemaker.
Oh,
Mine's a pretty, she's a fireball too, my middle child.
oh boy. Oh. Well, I'm a recovering nice person.
Should have been from Minnesota. They're all nice there.
Oh boy.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yes.
And so, growing up Catholic, going to 12 years of Catholic school was great, meeting all the other kids. Most of the families had 5 or 10 kids in the family.
Oh, yeah.
So you'd run into each other. Oh, you're one of those Brothertons or one
Yeah.
of those Crickles. Or,
Yeah.
Sure, I know you or your brother or mother or sister. So that was great. And then my family got into the practice of meditation when I was in high school. Do you remember Transcendental Meditation?
Oh, yes.
Back in the day.
Yeah, well,
I
the
don't know
church
that.
has some serious problems with that. Remember?
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, because you were raised Catholic, and then to do that, so
Yeah, that was
how
totally
did that work
outside of
out?
their
Yeah,
scope.
Very
did they-
different, right?
Yeah, it was different. So how was that? How did your parents? Because they obviously got you to start doing that.
Well, we
Right.
believed in the power of the mind
Yeah.
for a very long time.
Yeah.
And this will sound odd too, but the whole family got into something called Silva Mind Control. And it was just the study of how does the mind work? What is the
remember
power
that
of the
as well.
mind? The power of health and healing and affirmation and being able to heal and send healing prayers to others.
Yes.
And then we got into this practice of meditation where we felt more peaceful. If we were to meditate 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon,
It's very therapeutic.
it is.
Yeah.
Did you leave the church at that point?
Yes, when I went off to college. And gradually my family did too.
Yes.
They left. Yes, they wanted something that was more all-embracing, more inclusive.
Yeah.
It started to feel somewhat limiting. And so the whole family started meditating, having great experiences, and it was just fantastic.
Where'd you meet that dude?
Your dude. Of how many years? How many years you been married?
Well, I have currently been married for 15 years.
Oh,
It's a second marriage.
congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah, like me.
There you
19
go,
years
see?
this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
doing good.
I
Stick
am.
with it. We love you, Michelle. You got this.
We're both married more than once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
My husband's retired Navy, and then worked for hospitals, working in contracts work.
All right, on.
Yeah. He's a singer.
Oh, you need to come to my Business Connect karaoke event that's coming up.
Oh, that
bring
sounds good.
Please.
It's on the 19th.
Yes. Okay, good.
Oh, he
Kelly's
would
all
love
over
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should come with him.
Yeah.
sure.
Bring him.
Bring that
Seriously.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would
The
love
three
to.
of you come.
Yeah.
How long were you married first time?
13 years.
Did you have any babies?
Yes, I have a wonderful daughter who's now married.
Oh, is she still
Yes.
here in the spring?
She lives in Pueblo.
Oh,
Two
wonderful.
kids.
That's far enough away, but close,
Close enough.
I wish they were closer.
Yes.
My husband
I
has
was married
2
once.
kids.
I
Yeah.
was married once,
You married once?
14 years,
Nice.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
18 years ago.
Oh my.
I guess it must have been a lot. You didn't redo it, or you didn't want to, or are you?
No, I truly am asking my guides, my angels, the Holy Spirit to bring me a compatible person that would accept and understand me. Hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
It'll happen.
All in divine time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly is
Single.
You know,
Taking
we
application.
can sum that up as Kelly's on the market.
Yes.
Right.
There you go.
Right.
You're
It has to be
welcome.
a fit because she's not selling. You're welcome.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank.
Oh my, this is so awesome. We have Kelly Calabrese with us as well as Reverend Rose.
SALCETTI.
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 Yes, what great names! I'm telling you, guys. Kelly, I followed your work. I followed your work through the years and the things that you're doing. I like to call you guys' spaces sometimes woo-woo, right?
Well, I don't really feel it's woo-woo since I'm using an 80 marker blood test with Quest Diagnostics,
That's
which is
right.
the largest lab in our country.
Yeah.
It's
that's
not
right.
really woo-woo.
You're not woo-woo. You're right.
I have been accused of being a voodoo doctor.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I mean,
You hit a trigger.
I'm in clinical nutrition.
Yes.
I'm
Clinical
in
nutritionist.
I'm in integrative medicine, functional medicine, and I'm really just helping people get off their medications so they can live a vibrant life, pain-free, surgery-free, disease-free, and medication-free.
So what's been something that you've been really challenged with in business, and how did you overcome that?
So because I'm a home-based business, I don't have the exposure like everyone else when they have that, when they're out in a public area or they have a brick and mortar, or they have exposure. And if they're working with a team, a group of people, there's more exposure. So being in a home-based business, that's an obstacle that anyone would have to overcome. And
The marketing of it you're talking about?
and
Right.
through social media and through the qualified website that I have, people come, and the Great Divine, really, it's truly the Great Divine that has sent people to me, because honestly, how else is someone going to find me out of my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can relate. I mean,
Yeah, we're home-based
entrepreneurship.
businesses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just out a lot. So
Yeah.
we
Yes,
bridge
we
the
network.
gap there because we network so much.
Yeah.
But that's not for everyone. It really isn't. Matter of fact, it's rare. But you do great work, and I've gotten some feedback on you, young lady, and I know you know. Yeah, good work. Sometimes that New York thing is like, you're from New York.
You're strong.
I'm from New York. I'm definitely a strong
Yes.
This is probably why I'm single.
That's awesome.
Robert Frost said this. I should be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled.
Yeah.
And that has made all the difference. What has been your road less traveled?
There's so many roads that I've taken that have been less traveled in all aspects of my life. I mean, really, physically and emotionally and financially and spiritually. I really am the kind of person to not be that cow in the herd and go in the direction of everybody else. I really have chosen a path to call my own. And because I operate at a higher level consciously, I am an
And what
example.
does that mean for our audience when you say that? Because not everyone gets that
I don't
language.
understand that.
So because I've done a lot of self-mastery and self-improvement work on myself, and I've been doing it for about 35 years now, I am operating a higher level of consciousness because I'm not engaging in marijuana or drugs or alcohol or gambling addictions. I'm not doing that. So I'm able to keep that veil of consciousness open. And by having that veil of consciousness open allows me to be more of an example and to be more of a advocate, more of a influencer for others. And I'm happy I can do that for people, that when I do touch people's lives, they look at me as that example, as that influencer, to help them with their lives.
Well, thank you. Isn't that what it's all about, Kelly?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I could feel the passion emanating from your heart
Thank you,
as
Frank.
you were explaining that.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about, helping others.
Yeah. It's all about helping others. Remember, I was praying as a little girl to God.
Yeah.
Please help me. I promise to help others.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Kept my word.
And you stuck to it. That's
stuck to it.
amazing.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, Reverend Rose, we were so glad to have. Well, how did you pick her to come with you?
Well, we're working together with the Blue Zone Challenge.
Oh!
So we're actually doing this. We're doing this workshop here in another couple of weeks. And so, yeah, so this is something that we're doing together. And so what we thought we'd kind of share it with the audience, that we're going to be starting our class on March 5th. We're having an introductory free class on March 2nd at the church at 12 o'clock on Mesa Road, 1945 Mesa Road. It's a Sunday that we're doing a free intro for 1 hour. And then we're going to just have 4 consecutive classes every Wednesday starting on March 5th, ending on March 26th. And we're going to be actually talking about the different happenings for the class, and we're going to be talking about health, happiness, movement, nutrition, and social connection in our workshop.
Be sure to put it in comments, the flyer, so
Okay.
that everyone can
Okay,
know.
because here's the flyer.
Yep,
So yeah,
exactly.
that'd be great. Yeah. So that's how we're a team, because we're doing this course together.
Wonderful. Do you know the author, Dan?
Do you know the author, Dan?
No. I came across this course. I was struck by the concept of him studying various blue zones.
Yeah.
And what
Is
a
it
blue
like
zone
the orange
is.
zone with Orange Theory, where you're in a good, perfect physical state when you're exercising, but blue zone is something different?
Blue zone is something different.
Yeah.
Yes. Blue zone is where they have located groups of people who live to be 100 years old. Can you imagine that? And they are still in good health. They are walking, they are active, they're eating oftentimes something like a Mediterranean-style diet. They have a group of friends that they bond with, so social community is important. And they also walk together often in different places. So there's that component of being active together.
A community that's active and healthy.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I will just admit that in the past 2 years, I've lost 70 pounds.
Oh, great.
And so that's what inspired me to really think about how can we support other people in being active and eating right.
Yes.
You want to feel younger. You want to feel like you're engaged and you have this dynamic level of energy that you don't have when you are 70 pounds overweight. You just don't.
It
right?
drags you down.
Yeah, yeah. And so these are some of the secrets to success. Now, Dan Buettner has organized in different communities in the U.S. Places where people can get together, walk, eat, and have a sense of community in a natural environment. This is taking off like gangbusters. And when Mayor Yamilati came up with his concept of get to know your neighbors, I want
The
1,000
He was a
gallon.
part of
Yeah,
that.
the 1,000 gallon.
that
So
great?
good. Yeah.
Well, I would love to meet with them and have Kelly and I talk to them about Blue Zone and have Colorado Springs, which is the healthy environment anyway, be a
One of the healthiest
representation.
in the country.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Well, and
Wouldn't
the
that be
natural
exciting?
landscape is here, so why not, right? With the nature walks and everything.
Why do they call it the blue zone?
Yeah.
Well, these two gentlemen were studying these areas, like in Italy and Japan, Okinawa, and they started
Okinawa.
circling the areas with the blue pencil. This is a zone where people are living to be 100 years old, where they have these components of living in a village where they have to walk uphill, where they are naturally eating healthier foods, where they have a good sense of community and they hang out together. And then they started circling more blue zones.
Ah,
So are
So
we a blue
that's
zone
it.
here in Colorado?
We're not.
Really?
No, we're not.
Oh, that's
but we would
surprising.
like to help foster
I don't
that.
think there is a blue zone yet in
Loma,
America.
no, Loma
Yes,
Linda.
there's a couple.
Loma Linda, California.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have one in Central America. We have Italy, Greece, and one in Japan, one in China.
Yeah, I spent 3 years on Okinawa.
So
Oh,
that
you
was a very
did?
healthy
I did,
place.
yes. Yeah, I was in the Air Force.
Yeah, very healthy. So
Yeah.
that's an area
Yeah.
of great health.
Yeah, there are very elderly people there. I mean, that are doing.
Well,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
take care of the elderly there.
They do.
Like
They
even in, I grew up in Hawaii, and they take care of the elderly there.
Yes.
I mean, it is so different, and Americans we
don't.
lack
Yeah.
in taking
And
care
that's
of
the
the elderly.
concept of the blue zones, is that one of the factors of the blue zones is that the family integrates, takes care of one another regardless of what age you are.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Crazy good.
Crazy good.
Yes, yeah. So if you could envision what your vision could bring us to here in the spring,
Yeah.
what would it look like?
Like crazy
Boy,
good. Like dream big.
I think we would have Dan Buettner come out here, or a representative from his organization. After we lay the groundwork for this, getting started here, we would have groups all over the city starting this up, and we'd have more friendships being made, because some people find when they walk, they start meeting other people. Some people, when they move here, they need a venue in which they can make new friends.
Yeah.
And so, if you play pickleball with somebody, you can kick up these friendships. Have you found that?
Yeah, no. See,
We were talking-
just talking about pickleball before you guys came.
Yeah, but there is a strong community of pickleball now in the
Yes.
spring.
Yeah.
There
It's
is.
really caught
They're
on.
making great friends
Yeah.
and connections,
Do you
and they
play?
do things. Not yet.
See?
Me either.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you
Y'all
and
should
I.
get together.
Yes, there we go. There we
And
go,
play
right?
pickleball.
I play tennis.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And I dance, so.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
What kind of dance?
Partner dancing. My husband's a dance instructor. He's a world champion. He's amazing. But this year, we're going to start doing the pro-am. So I'm the amateur. He's the pro. So we're going to be competing together.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you.
that.
Yeah.
But
And do you teach somewhere too?
Yes.
I've been wanting to take it up again.
Yes. I'll give you his information. He teaches out of 3 different dance studios, depending on which side of town people live in. Yeah.
Oh, great.
When I watch you dance with your husband, Lisa, you don't look like an amateur at all.
Oh, thank you.
That's because we're amateurs. So
I'm
that's
actually.
not a high bar.
Now, wait a minute.
Stop it. Are you saying I'm mediocre?
Frank, speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm a degree dancer. I'm going back to the stage in April.
Oh, yes.
April 26th
Are you
in Denver.
serious?
I'm totally serious.
Oh my gosh. Are you doing the ballroom circuit?
No, I'm actually going to. I'm a contestant with the Miss Senior Colorado pageant.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. How
You can
exciting.
Or
Miss Senior Colorado.
Ms. Senior Colorado
Miss
pageant.
Senior Colorado.
And April 26th, Saturday night, I will be performing again in front of a live audience.
Oh my gosh.
That's my
How
time.
do we see this? Is it going to be on TV and stuff?
Yeah, well, we're going to live stream it, but then you can also come to the venue.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
We've had
Yeah.
Mrs. Colorado on my show.
Yeah, we
here.
have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you going through the whole pageant stuff too?
Yeah, we start training in March.
Oh my goodness. So what's the requirements, like the age groups?
You have to
What-
be over 60.
Okay.
You barely made it, Kelly.
Yeah, she just made it.
I'll be 62 next month. One of the questions was, well, how's it feel since you turned 60? I said, well, since it's only about 23 months, I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm still in my 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be talent, a statement you make. We do a dance routine with black dresses, and then the ball gown.
Nice. Oh my goodness.
So you guys don't do the bikinis.
No way. No. You don't want Frank.
Sorry, Frank.
Frank, you don't want senior women in bikinis,
No.
okay?
A one-piece little skirt thing might be okay.
That'd be darling.
With some
darling.
serious tights on
But you
underneath.
have to remember that senior women have varicose veins. You gotta watch it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so
But if you put on suntan leggings or something.
I'm actually cheating because I'm gonna be in Vegas the week before getting a suntan.
Nice. Yes. Love it. So fun.
That is so much fun. Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, as you got these books piled up in the middle of our table
Yeah.
here, look, people looking, going, "Wow, the Blue Zone looks kind of intimidating." That looks like a lot of literature
Well,
to
no,
be
there's
able
a-
to consume.
There's a
so what we got
cookbook.
here?
This is a cookbook, right?
It's a cookbook.
That's a,
What's the other thing?
that's a cookbook, has fabulous recipes. This is a 4-week plan for a longer, better life.
This is
and
our
so
workbook.
this is a journal
That's the
and a
workbook.
workbook.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
neat.
So
We're
when
using this in the
people
course.
sign up
Okay.
for this
Okay.
class,
Yeah.
they get this.
All right. See, I want to make it a little less intimidating because you
Thank
have
you.
3 things piled up. It's pretty big, right?
No, it's a whole.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
one
What a
book to
curriculum.
read, one workbook along with it, and then a cookbook.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
This book is great because Dan Buettner talks about the different areas around the world where he has been, interviews, various components like that. He also has a show on Netflix about Blue Zone living, healthy lifestyle.
Where does he live?
Fantastic. I'm just trying to think. Caught me off guard with
Probably
that one, Frank.
California, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, the Blue Zone.
No, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe it's East Coast.
Really?
I'd have
So
to
he's
look
not
and
living in a blue zone?
I bet it's in there.
Yeah.
He's on
Number
the beach
1,
there.
New York Times best-selling author of the Blue Zone's Kitchen. That's this one, right? The kitchen?
Yeah, this is the kitchen.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but this is such a this right up your alley, girlfriend.
Yes, it is. That's
right. Yeah.
So-
Peking.
Now that you get all happy.
Am I old enough to do this though? I mean, what does this
You're
mean?
going to live forever
So,
now.
Yeah.
this gentleman, he lives in Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, you found that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. That's awesome. What a it's I am really hoping that you're able to connect with Mayor Yemi.
Yes.
Yemi needs to know about this and this is
Could be phase 2 of his plan, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's all about the healthy community. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
That would
Lisa's
fit.
a just graduated fellow of the mayor's
Civic leadership.
civic leadership.
Nice.
Oh, are you?
program.
That's
wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
So
Yeah.
she should be able to have some connection for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, so
Good.
stay on her.
Yes.
And then I wanted to. I didn't bring my book, but I'm a published author of Nutrition Diagnostics, Healing Through Empowerment. I have books, but I just did not bring one to show everyone. But
Okay.
it's on my website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll be sure to put that in comments too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Awesome.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many. I've written as well.
You've written a lot of books.
Yeah,
3 books.
so-
you have.
They're all on
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
What have you written about, Frank?
I write about coaching. One is called your personal life coach, your personal business coach. So it really gives people a framework to help them to know if the coaching space is really for them and what type of coach they need to look for. And my story is
Yes.
called Dream Again, Lessons on Leveraging Your Pain.
Oh.
Yes. It's his life
Yeah.
story. Really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So you know well, it sounds like,
Yeah, I'm
how
pretty jacked
to
up.
how to overcome.
Overcome.
Yes. You know how to overcome.
Oh yeah,
Yes, he does.
so do you.
I do.
Yeah.
But we were talking about you.
Living a resilient life. We're talking about you.
You're more interesting. You have a book about you. I haven't begun
That
that,
does
process.
not make me more interesting.
That is on my to-do
Can
list.
you tell we have a
my
great
too.
time?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, she's just incredible. She is. My wife says about Lisa that I've never met a female that's more closely like you than her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Fantastic.
We love humans.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
That's the
'Cause
thing.
my wife
Yes.
and I, we are nothing alike.
Oh, my
That's
husband and I
typical.
aren't either.
Yeah,
Right,
it's typical.
totally.
Me too. Yeah.
You normally
John's
marry
not.
someone that's not like you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there's no
Wouldn't that
way.
spite to be married to a reflection of you?
Yeah. But like John balances me for sure. We were
real.
actually on Fox 21 News this morning. We were modeling. We did 4 modeling gigs.
No, I saw you, and
That
I
was
thought
me and my
I just saw
husband.
you on TV.
Yes, you did.
Oh
Surprise!
my gosh.
Yeah, we did.
She's so famous.
Oh my gosh.
But
yeah.
it was so much fun because my husband, he couldn't believe I roped him into being a model because he's way more like low key.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We
What did
did
you
a great
model?
job.
What'd you model this
Clothing.
morning?
All the clothing for local boutiques for
Yes.
Valentine's
For
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 couples were modeling.
Yeah.
They were looking good. You guys were rocking that with your badge.
And Tara, so Tara Williams is one of our sponsors for the show, and she's a stylist.
Nice.
So she spotlights different boutiques in town, and I've been her model 3 times on Fox
Nice.
21.
yeah, there
it's
you
a lot
go.
of fun.
Yeah.
I like those burgundy boots. And
Oh,
the
yes.
dress that went with that.
Wasn't that cute? I know.
Yes, yes.
Well, you got a fan, Lisa.
Yes.
Yeah. Not only do you need her autograph, she needs yours.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. Once I write my book, no.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Well, the only downside to losing weight is you have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Oh, right.
Twice
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's
You
your
know?
husband supporting you in the weight loss journey?
Oh, he's great. He's very supportive. He's lost about 40 pounds himself.
Oh, good. So he's bought into it and he's doing it as
great.
well.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
You know, I was motivated because I was pre-diabetic. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't want that to happen.
Mhm, exactly. Well,
So,
like he
gotta
has,
eat
you have
well.
diabetes in your system, and your daughter.
Yeah. My daughter died
Oh, I'm so
2
sorry.
years ago from
From diabetes?
Yeah.
Yes.
How old was she?
42.
Oh my
So
gosh.
young.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Couldn't be much older than that. I'd have to be 90.
That was your first kid, right?
Yeah, that's my
Yes.
first kid. Yeah. She's what, type 1. She was born with type 1.
Oh, type 1 is tough.
Yeah, it was, and
Yeah.
it was a tough journey. And I tell people this all the time because I saw her walking through that journey and having to go to the hospital all the time, every week at the what are those things called when you dialysis?
Dialysis, yeah.
Yeah, and those things, and I lost my sister to diabetes as well.
Oh, gosh.
How old was she?
She's 57.
Oh, wow.
So young.
57, yeah.
She probably had kids too that she left at a young
type
age.
1,
Aw.
had lost a limb and etc.
wow.
And I was diagnosed just a few years ago.
Type 1 or type 2?
2.
That's why I'm always
Type
on
two.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exercise, eating good.
And then
This is amazing.
and then nutrient support.
Dancing.
Nutrient support and detox therapies actually reverses type 2. Is nutrient support systems and detox therapies, because I've turned around a lot of diabetics.
Have you?
That's awesome. I believe it.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah.
You're either fueling your disease or you're combating it and getting healthier.
Yep.
Yep. No pressure. We're not talking about you. Just general nutrition. Love you, Frank. Cheers.
That's what she tells her husband. Every time she says something that she knows, it doesn't get under my skin, but she does that just to push me.
Yeah.
Right?
In the right
And then
direction.
it's
Right
always,
direction.
I love you, Frank. Why don't
we have
you
to do
love
that
me
for
when we're
one
talking
another?
about something that we're on the same page about?
Yes.
Right?
We're getting you on the same page with nutrition,
yeah,
Frank.
yeah. We need truth tellers in our lives, don't we?
Oh, yes.
Someone
I'm your
to
truth
support
teller.
us and
Yes.
give us a little nudge.
See,
at times.
Reverend Rose knows what's
Yeah,
up.
I'm a truth teller, so I have several of those in my life. Trust me.
Yes, you
Yeah, tail kickers and truth
Yeah,
tellers.
that's right.
I think I'm both of those for you.
We all need
And
it.
back at you.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
And that's why we're such good friends,
Yeah.
because we can do that and go, because I know she loves me and she wants the best for my life.
Exactly.
I know that.
I
It's
want
just-
him to be at least 100.
I don't
That's
wanna
right.
be 100.
He doesn't want it
I don't
though.
want to do it. Why do people want to live to be 100? I'm going to heaven. Why would I want to stay here to 100? This
Well, I
is
can
just a
see a
pathway
point.
to there.
Yeah.
I don't. That does not even compute to me. Right?
Yeah,
What's
we have
something so wonderful
experience.
about this earth that I want to stay here 100 years? So you'll never convince me otherwise there. I'm not afraid of dying. Living gets to be scary.
But if you happen to live to be older, like my father-in-law's 99, you want to be healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, if I say that.
Some are and some are not
Yes.
at that age,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I tell all my daughters, I'm like, I work out so that I can be there for my great-grandchildren.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's my goal. That's why I'm healthy.
Legacy.
I
it.
want my legacy. I want to be there. I want to kiss those babies' cheeks. Oh, yeah, I do. I'm all about it.
Raise your own kids. See you when you get there, right?
Frank, oh my God.
Women have a different outlook.
We totally have a different outlook than Mr. Sinclair.
I have 13 grandchildren now.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not though I don't get to see the next generation of my life,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So, and some of them are old enough to have kids. So some of my grandkids, because my grandson is 22.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so he could have kids. And if
Yes.
they do that while I'm still alive, hallelujah.
Yeah.
If not, hallelujah.
I'm not there yet. Not yet.
You don't even have one grandbaby yet.
Nope, I'm good with that though. I'm not rushing.
Yeah, you're going to have to live a long time. Your kids going to be having babies so late.
Well, seriously, the kids nowadays in their 20s, like they are waiting. They have no ambition until their 30s
That's
to
right.
even think about having kids.
Yeah, when I was coming up, if you were 30 without kids, there was something wrong with
Yeah, they
you.
question you.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
I didn't get married till I was 31.
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
But that was on purpose, right?
Yeah, it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted my 20s to myself for myself.
Yeah, good for
And
you.
I didn't have children. I chose not to.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that
there's
either.
nothing-
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that
Yeah.
choose not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister knew she never wanted kids.
Yeah.
I had all the kids, all the marriages, all the divorces. And she's just the fun auntie. She comes in, sugars them up, and bounces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah, this young lady here, her husband and her met. She was 14 and he was 16.
Oh, my gosh. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still hanging.
Yeah.
Wow.
It barely she has a slap taste out of his mouth every now and then.
And then do you have children? Two. Good.
2 babies, right? Yeah, one's out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
My baby's
Homeschooling.
37. Still my baby.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Always be my
yes.
baby.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes, my kids are in their 40s now, and they all
I got
waited
40s.
till their late 30s to have babies.
Really?
Did they
Yeah.
really?
I
Not
finally have
surprising.
6 grandkids, age 0, 2, 7, 8,
Oh my.
4, and 6. So.
Wow.
My kids got the memo. The only reason we had them were to have them.
Yeah.
So they got the memo, right? I was like,
right.
yay! How about some grandbabies?
Yes.
All right. So, Kelly, since you're our panel host, our time is winding.
Okay.
So, we would like to take a moment for you to encourage the world. I would like you to look at that camera and do just that, and then let them know how to reach you.
So I wish everyone out there to live the best life you can possibly live. Be happy, be healthy, be prosperous. Just do the things that make you happy and just be free. And I'm Kelly Calabrese with Optimal Wellness Solutions, and you can reach me at my website at optimalwellnessllc.com or 719-590-9879.
Thank you.
Yeah, what was that phone number again?
719-590-9879.
590?
And Reverend Rose, now it's your turn to encourage the world. If you wouldn't mind looking at the camera and doing the same, and then letting them know how to reach you, especially for this Blue Zone challenge.
Yes, absolutely. Well, my encouragement is you can change your thinking and change your life. Be empowered in focusing forward in what you want to manifest and bring into your life and your world. And the spirit of the divine is within each and every one of us. So I would encourage you to consider taking this Blue Zones Challenge class in order to promote better health, wealth, and happiness. Because when you can have that generosity of the heart, of the divine, of health, you have a magnificent life. You're going to be more successful in your relationships, in your happiness, and in your home. And my phone number is 719-237-2164. You can reach us through the UnityRockies.org website if you'd like to sign up for our class on the Blue Zone Challenge. It's a 4-week class. It starts March 5th and goes through March 26th. And it's from 6 until 8 p.m. I hope you come out and enjoy. And if you'd like a preview, it's Sunday, March 2nd from noon to 1.
Yes.
And the cost is $100 for the 4-week program, and it includes the book.
Wow.
Only $100.
That's it.
That's not bad.
Wow. Yeah. This could be not just something that we do. This could become a movement.
Yes,
Right.
that's the hope.
That's
That's
what we're
the dream. That's the dream.
That's what we're hoping, yeah.
Yeah, and I love to see this movement happen. And I promise you, if the movement goes, I'll participate as well.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
going to
I
hold
love
you to that.
That's
Right?
incredible.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yes.
I love to see a blue zone
Yeah.
in Colorado Springs spoken of that way in America
Yes.
and around the world as well.
Wouldn't it be fantastic?
Yes, it
my,
would.
It would
Yeah.
be. Show
Maybe-
them, huh?
And developers could look at a new way of building communities,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
To support that
Blue
active
zone.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, construction.
Blue zone construction.
right.
Oh, someone should do that.
And I wanted to share one more offering that when you do take the class and you do come in person, because you can do Zoom as well, when you do take the class and you come in person, we're going to feed you. We're going to feed you a Blue Zone recipe.
Ooh, fun.
That's
Feed
included.
us
It's
in
included.
the book and all for $100.
Can you believe it?
That's incredible.
That is
Is it
incredible.
gluten-free?
Yes.
Okay. Just of course.
Yes, it's gluten-free.
Awesome.
Frank and Lisa, the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa on Motivation Monday. Show number 1 is over. Please reach out to these ladies and these things that they're trying to put out into the world. We need to be a part of that together. We'll be back for show 2.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our engaged listeners.
And Frank and I are now offering Q&A mastermind monthly sessions. And these are not just informative experiences, but we actually help with your business on strategic insights and provide a supportive group setting.
Oh, yes, we do, don't we? And if you're looking to drive targeted lead generation, consider sponsoring our show. We offer multiple tiers and customizable options to fit your marketing needs perfectly.
We have had over 350 guests, and they have been able to brand themselves and share all the goodness that they are doing here in community.
And it's not just about numbers. Our approach opens up a space for vulnerability, helping our guests genuinely connect with audiences. This authentic interaction is a powerful catalyst for community and business growth. Take, for example, we have partners here at Be Encouraged, and since getting involved with our platform, they've seen a staggering 900% growth in just 7 months here in the Springs.
So if you're ready to make a significant impact, join us today at beencouraged.net.
And let's make the world a more hopeful and connected place, one story at a time.
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our Hello, I'm Frank, and this is
Lisa.
We want to welcome you to the Be Encouraged Show, where each week we reach an audience of 45,000 potential listeners
And growing.
across our social platforms and guest networks. Our mission is simple yet profound: to spread hope and encouragement, connecting our audience with stories that uplift and inspire.
So, whether you're a business owner looking to expand your reach or someone eager to share your journey of impact, our platform is designed to highlight the positive differences we can all make.
Getting involved with our show is easy and rewarding. First, you get to be a guest on this show. This is a fantastic opportunity for brand recognition as you share your story with our
We're back with the Be Encouraged show. I'm Frank.
I'm Lisa.
And we're so glad to have you for show number 2. What an interesting first show.
Yes.
Now, did you dig that?
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yes.
It was right up
It's
your
all
alley,
about
wasn't
health
it?
and wellness.
Yeah. This one isn't. So you guys are all about me. This is my show. First show, your show.
Oh my gosh, that is so not true.
Right?
Okay, but first we need to thank our sponsors.
Go ahead and do
All
that.
right. So we would like to thank our platinum sponsor, Cressio, for the show. When you get a pay what you can consultation with them, you can learn to penetrate the noisy market with brand recognition strategies. Visit Cressio.com to learn more and check out the flyer that we provided you.
And our dear friend Joshua Geary is out with his beautiful bride, and they're celebrating, so he's not here with us today, but he's normally our executive producer for the show as well. I don't know, normally he still is, but we have someone that's much more lovely than he
Yes,
is.
Miss
Angela,
Angie.
yeah, all the way from Dominican Republic, and just an incredible human. We're so glad to work with you.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's time to introduce you guys.
All right.
This is so much fun. More fun than we should be allowed to have.
You got
Kai,
Michael.
thank you for giving us a short bio. Props.
Yes, thank you.
Right, Michael, thank you for not. I still thank them, right? But since yours is so short, I can almost get Michael's in. This is Michael Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. And I love the way he starts his bio because he says, proud to be married to Nancy Jean for 33 years. And they have 4 wonderful kids who have all left the nest, hallelujah, and live in New York City, Massachusetts, Chicago, and Fort Collins. Michael and Nancy love to travel and both see their kids and go and see their kids and go to tropical places. Michael owns the Johnson Agency, working exclusively with Globe Life Family Heritage with supplemental coverage covering the big and little life happens moments. They are excited to be grandparents in the not too distant future. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Almost.
I can lend you 1 or 2 of my 13.
That'd be amazing.
Right on. So Michael is a Minnesota native, so he'll be nice the entire show. And will always be fond of the land of 10,000 lakes and 15 zillion mosquitoes and his beloved Vikings.
Did he put the mosquitoes in there or you just made that up? Okay, I was just checking.
That is true.
It is true.
Yeah.
All right, and to my right is Mr. Kai, short for Kyle Christensen. He is a gifted business owner, husband and father of 4. Kai owns Fixin's Roofing, which operates with the highest of integrity and quality workmanship. And due to this, business is not only good, but growing.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's not good, but crazy good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's great.
That's all. I never heard of Fixins.
Yeah.
That is a trip to me because I thought I was pretty. I worked with my son's company for 4 years,
Right.
And I never heard of. How long have you been in business here?
So Fixins has been around since 2008, and a buddy of mine, business partner Mike Pfeiffer, and I, we bought it a little over a year ago.
Oh,
And so
just a year ago.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's
well,
like a franchise roofing company.
It's not a franchise. He's the Anthony Curry is the original owner. He's still with us, and kind of in a mentoring, consulting role, really.
Yeah.
And
He still wants a
it's
check.
small business.
He's
Yeah.
smart. I would do the same thing if I sold.
Lisa's like, he still wants a check.
He still wants a check. That's business savviness.
Yeah, you got my legacy, so give me a check.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's-
how did you two meet? Because you both have 4 kids and
Yeah,
all
we're in the
things.
4 Kids Club.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in a networking group together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
B&I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Michael, we'll start with you because Michael's our, what do we call him? Our people that,
Panel host.
panel host, yeah.
Yes.
Man, I'm not with it today, brother. I didn't sleep well. Obviously.
It's all good.
Yeah, can't remember nothing. But Michael, I know Michael. He's a friend of mine, an incredible man of God, and just a splendid human, right?
And VetNet member.
VetNet member as well. Yeah. So we get the privilege of seeing him weekly, almost.
Yep.
And he used to work out of the Co-Harbor building here.
Did you?
Yeah.
At one time, they did have a co-working place on the 3rd floor, and I was pretty much the only one in there, so I always joked that I had the biggest office in the place.
He did.
Well, maybe he's not as nice as I thought he was. Because they isolated him, right? So.
But that was before Co-Harbor, like years ago.
This is really cool.
A whole different note,
What they've done is
Isn't
awesome.
it incredible?
Isn't it
really
Yes,
nice?
It's beautiful
really
here.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about who is this Michael Johnson?
All right. You know, I am, like you said, I'm privileged to be, married to my wife Nancy for 33 years and have 4 kids, and we're impatiently waiting for grandchildren, but they'll come when they're supposed to.
That's a nice play off.
And as a business owner, I mean, I'm under the umbrella of Globe Life Family Heritage.
Before you get to your business.
Yeah.
Because, we really want to highlight your business, but we want to
Okay.
highlight Michael Johnson.
Your life
Tell us,
story.
where did you grow up?
Yeah.
What was the family like?
Okay,
What brought you to be in Michael Johnson?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's good. I
Because you
appreciate
have an
it.
incredible life
Appreciate
story.
you stopping me. So, no, I grew up in a blended family. Was raised by my dad and stepmom, who became really more my mom than my mom. You know what I mean? After a while, we got reconnected with our mom. My sister and I would take the Greyhound bus up to northern Minnesota. And I got to experience all sorts of interesting things up there because they had electricity, but beyond that, it was like pioneer living. Outhouse, woodshed, pump house. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
Heated by wood. So quite the experiences as a kid. Being that I didn't live there 365, it was like an adventure. She remarried, and so stepdad was a Vietnam vet and a wonderful man who taught us how to shoot, 22 rifle, and he even had a cannon, and just all sorts of wild things.
Nice.
Like the nearest neighbor was a mile away, so
nice.
it was in the middle of the deep woods in northern Minnesota. But growing up, I grew up in the Twin Cities, western suburbs, Hopkins, Minnetonka.
I know where I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Some good athletes come
Good
out of
athletes,
Boston.
It's in the water.
We weren't as good when I was there, but they've gotten a lot better.
Oh my gosh. Did you do sports growing up?
I did kind of do the traditional, football, basketball, baseball thing.
Yeah.
You're what, 6'5"?
So, yeah, close to that.
Yeah.
With shoes on anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
My boys passed me up, so
Oh, wow.
that was fun. Yeah, they were like, Dad, we want to be taller. Keep growing. Grew up going to an incredible church with an amazing youth group. That made a huge difference in my life. This place is called Co-Harbor, and I kind of needed a harbor. And church, my youth group, was really that when I was growing up, which was excellent. Made some really dear friends that I'm still in touch with today.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
You worked in ministry for a while, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Nonprofit world.
Absolutely. I was about 20 years in the nonprofit world.
Yeah.
You're right. So I worked for Youth for Christ.
Yes.
Before that, I was actually a 4th grade teacher. Then I was Youth for Christ, which I always tell people think like youth pastor, but we're focusing on kids kind of outside the church.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we had a big youth center in the middle of town. This was in Fairmont, Minnesota, which is all the way to the bottom of the state, 10 miles from Iowa, but kind of equal distance between South Dakota and Wisconsin.
Is that how you met Nancy Jean?
Met Nancy Jean way back in college days. Had a conversation with her at my church's college group, and then ran into her at the community college that I was getting my first 2 years of school done, and she was going through their nursing program. And it was truly one of those, I know I've seen you somewhere before, because I definitely had. It wasn't just a pickup line.
Yeah.
'Cause we had that conversation. And then, one thing led to the other. I was actually the next day, quick story, I was sitting down in the lunchroom, and I was sitting with this computer science professor who was really kind of a fun, zany person. She was in charge of the juggling club and different things, and she did stand-up comedy on the weekends.
Oh my!
So a lot of personality. And I said, "Oh, there's that amazing, beautiful woman I just met yesterday." And she whipped out a piece of paper and wrote, "I like you. Do you like me? Check 1." And it said, "Yes, just as a friend. 2, drop dead, or 3, let's get married." And she's, my wife's sitting around the table across the cafeteria with a bunch of non-traditional nursing students who are, old 30-year-olds, as I'm 55 saying this. So I literally walked up to her and gave her this thing, and she still has it. And we ended up having lunch the next day, and
Did she check 3?
The rest is history. I don't think she checked 3 for for about a year, and then she did. So I definitely married, way above my pay grade, so to speak.
it.
But she's an incredible woman.
Yes, she is. I've met her on several occasions.
Yeah.
And you definitely won the lottery there, my
I really
friend.
did.
Yeah,
I really
He
did.
knows it.
Yeah.
So sweet.
33
Love it.
years on their way to forever together.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
absolutely.
so awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so Kai, top that.
I don't think I could do that. Yeah.
Oh, you got to know.
Well, I grew up in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Okay.
And lived there. I was the oldest of 4, and then when I was 19, my parents adopted a baby. And so there's about the same amount of years between me and my little brother as there is between me and my mom and dad, they were 19 when I was born. So
Really?
yeah, they started young. But my wife grew up in Grand Junction also. We were friends since we were about 14, and we dated a little bit in high school, went to the prom, that type of thing. And then I served a mission for my church. I was in Mexico for a couple of years. And
What church you go to?
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
When you
Mormons.
said mission,
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
that was, yeah.
And so came back, and we got married in 1999. So coming up on 27 years. Yeah, so
Congratulations.
It's been
Way
a
too
good time.
young to be married.
Yeah, you do,
Well,
actually.
we got married young, but I just turned 48. So
Did you really?
Yeah. But-
Yeah, look at him. He's Caucasian and he looks young. What's up with that? It's not only us brothers that have that going on.
There you go. And so we have our children are 23, 21, 18, and 14.
Aw.
So I have 2 girls, 2 boys, and
No more kids?
no, the 14-year-old was the last one.
Yeah.
My wife said she was done.
Okay.
That was it, and I was like, all right, well, I guess we're done. So there you go. But they've been great. My oldest daughter actually just got accepted into nursing school at BYU, Idaho, and so she's super excited about that. I've got another daughter on a mission in Wisconsin.
Okay.
She comes home in a couple months, and then I've got a son who just got his assignment to go to Montreal, Canada.
Oh.
He'll be speaking French, and he'll be there for a couple of years, and
Nice.
leaves in May. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Has he
So
taken French classes before?
he did. He took a couple of years of French in high school. I don't know how studious he was,
Yeah.
but he's got a little bit of a foundation there.
Right.
You
So.
in France?
I did. I lived in France for a couple
okay.
years. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But I went cold turkey.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I knew how to say oui and no and toilette.
There you go.
And that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
It's a good foundation.
Hey.
Build from there.
And I went to a French public speaking school. Like it was crazy. Yeah.
well, there you go. I probably learned a couple things. I
Oh,
bet.
I learned a lot. We'll talk offline.
All right.
Stories.
I don't even know if I want to know. And I've known her this long. Yeah. Did you shave your underarms?
Of course. It's me.
How French was it?
I had girlfriends who didn't though. Yeah,
But,
I always wanted to ask a girl that.
Did you?
Yeah.
If they grew hair or didn't shave
when they were in France,
Oh, yeah.
because French women have that
Oh, it is
reputation.
a thing.
It's
Yeah.
a thing, yeah.
There's nothing sexy about underarm hair with men. I'm sorry. I don't know who thinks that.
Hallelujah, Michelle, I'm glad.
Oh,
Glad my Michelle got that memo.
yeah. Oh my God. I've got American girlfriends though who don't shave their legs in the winter, so yeah, that's not a thing for me. Anyway,
there you go.
We've hit it there.
yeah.
Kai, thanks for being on the show with us.
Thanks
we
for having
really, and I know we joke and laugh a lot because that's who we are, right? That's why
what
we
we
don't
do.
give you an agenda to come on
Yes.
here because we want to laugh and joke some, right?
That's
I
right.
want to start my Monday off in a good, we're infusing hope and encouragement. Can you imagine if Lisa and I were those kind of personalities? Let's do the show.
Like a news reporter
Yeah.
with a teleprompter going down, reading.
Yeah. Okay, right? You're bored already, aren't you? Right? Exactly. Michael, we do want to get to Glow Life, though, man, because I think your space is incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. Tell people about it.
Yeah, no, I'm really grateful to be here. And I really look at what I do as kind of an extension of being able to educate people. In the past, I was a 4th grade teacher, a 3rd grade teacher. I got to work as a consultant with a lot of ministry leaders and help them with things.
Teaching those grades, did you have to have therapy?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to ask someone that, too.
I can see it coming, yeah.
Dream come true, Frank.
Yes.
No therapy, but yeah, I could see that burnout was not too far away. But,
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, there's a real big difference between pre-screens, or pre-phones, smartphones, and when just more recently when I was a 3rd grade teacher. And I probably had 20 minutes of behavior issues or interruptions per hour versus 6 minutes maybe all day long. Mm-hmm. And these were like farm kids who would do their chores. The original 4th graders who are now 41. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, this opportunity opened up. I was doing a consulting job and ended up getting laid off as the pandemic was getting going. So for the first little bit, I just partnered with my wife in her e-commerce business and became the shipping guy. So I got to ship a lot of things from our house all around the country and some a little bit around the world. So that was cool. It was good to be able to partner with her, and then by the end of that year, she had a lot of systems figured out and people in place, and I was kind of ready to do my own thing, and this opportunity opened up. Never in a million years thought I would be in the insurance business. Yeah. I always figured if I sold something, it had to be tangible. But when I learned about it, I thought back to 1997 when I went through a pituitary tumor and had to have 2 brain surgeries, radiation. Sometimes I even joke, I throw in a brain, had to get a brain transplant, but no, I didn't do that. Although my wife kind of feels like she lost me for a couple of years there.
Yeah.
It was some challenging times. But if I'd have had the cancer coverage I do now back then, it would have paid my family like $85,000. So that was definitely a light bulb kind of above my head. And I just thought, wow, this is pretty amazing. And then if you don't actually use it, which I think everyone would choose, let's not use cancer coverage,
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not get cancer.
Yeah.
You get your money back. I've got a client, in about 3 weeks, I get to bring her a check for $19,000.
Because she didn't use it.
She never used it. And
When's the cutoff?
thank you,
Like, how
Lord.
do you know when to get paid? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you're covered for a long time. So you're covered for 25 years, which I feel like with cancer or heart-related things, that's a good thing, because if something's going to happen, it may take a little while.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't need it,
You get your money
you get
back.
it all
That's
back.
a huge differentiator because you're the only one that I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
Have you
There's
heard
a
it?
commercial on TV that there's this organization that gets your money back just on your your insurance, just regular, not
Regular.
Oh, regular insurance, okay.
Yeah, if you don't use
Not
it.
the supplemental
yeah,
insurance,
it's a
like-
term.
Yeah.
And over the course of that term, they'll give you all your money back.
Yeah.
I think that's a great
yeah,
thing.
It really is, yeah. I've been really impressed with how we paid out, and we like to get money in the hands of our clients within about 2 weeks, because they've got bills that are due. I had a young man who was on the interstate and got in an accident and broke his ankle, and he worked at a nice restaurant in town, but he wasn't able to work for 3 months. So that $16,000 helped him pay all his bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a difference, man. You know,
Yeah.
you're a difference maker.
Yeah,
We're
so-
talking about the Johnson Agency this morning and the difference that they're making in community with Globe Life,
Yeah.
Family Heritage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me pivot with this guy a little bit, because we really, you're in a space that I know.
Right.
Yeah. My
Right.
son's roofing company has been in business for 18 years now. Yeah. So he's does great work, and I worked with him for 4 years.
Yeah.
A dad working for his son.
How'd you like that?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Because
Good.
his check didn't bounce.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm
good.
here and he's in Denver, so
Yeah.
the action was good. I was the director of business development for Elite, and that's my space, right?
That's how we
Right.
met.
That's how we met.
Yep,
Yeah,
back in the
when I
day.
was a business development. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Cool.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your journey, my friend.
Sure. Well, I had worked in corporate America for a company called Thrive for about 20 years.
Thrive.
Yeah, we sold advertising, websites, business software, search engine optimization to local businesses. Before that, we'd sold Yellow Page ads.
Oh,
And so
I knew that.
right.
I remember that
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
And so it had kind of morphed over the years, obviously.
Yeah.
And I had hired my business partner about 13 years ago, and I was his boss for about 10 of those 12 years that we worked together. And a few years ago, he came to me. He's a gentleman that he'd met in a networking group, Tony Curry. He'd said, "Hey, he offered me a position." I was like, "Well, maybe you should take it. What's it look like?" And they kind of talked for for a couple of years, and then Tony came to Mike and he said, "Do you want to just buy the business from me?" So Mike called me. He's like, "Kai, he's offering me to sell me the business." And I was like, "Well, you're going to take it?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, let's look at the books. I'll do it with you if it makes sense." And he's like, "Would you really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we looked at the books and things, made a lot of sense. We kind of put together a structured buyout and put together a plan with Tony and Mike and I and took it over, and we just kind of jumped off the corporate ship and into business ownership, and
Nice.
we haven't looked back.
incredible.
So it's been pretty exciting.
So did entrepreneurship, is that in your family line, or?
Yeah, my mother operated and owned a restaurant that I worked in growing up.
Here or up
in Grand Junction?
Grand Junction.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little pizza and sub restaurant.
Yeah.
And so I was aware of that, and I'd worked with small business owners for years and years, and
Cool.
Mike's got a degree in construction management. I have an MBA, and so Tony promised to teach us the ropes, and so I thought, well, maybe we could do this.
Yeah, why not?
And so it's been great.
How
That's
exciting.
awesome.
Yeah.
Out of all the places you could have gone, because it seems like you had done some very good foundational work yourself in prepping for entrepreneurship. Right. So why roofing?
Well, that was the opportunity that presented itself. Yeah, and so that was a big part of it. And there's some other advantages. I'd lived in Mexico for a couple of years, so I speak Spanish, and that's helpful with the level.
Really?
See,
Especially with
habla
your crews,
español.
right?
Yeah. It is helpful.
Absolutely, it's helpful. Yeah.
And so, but yeah, that was the opportunity. And it feels really good to, help people with problems and situations and, fix things for them and, explain the process and, help sure that they're being taken care of and they feel comfortable with everything.
And it's easy to separate in your space because, quite frankly, roofing companies do not have good reputations of customer service, of integrity, of those things that are very important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is when you think about your space? Is it most commercial or residential?
It's about 50-50, honestly.
50-50?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We do. Obviously, there's several more residential jobs, but revenue-wise, it's about half and half.
Half and half. Okay.
Do you have drones and stuff for the inspection part?
We have a drone pilot that we like to use, and we've used that for some of the inspections. But most of the inspections, we're hopping up on the roof
Hopping on the roof,
checking things
doing
out.
that thing. Yeah. That's so awesome. Are you a primary owner, or you got?
We're
50-50?
50-50.
Yeah. My son gave 50% of his business to his high school. They've known each other since they were 9 years old.
No kidding.
Yeah. So
That's
they've
awesome.
worked together for a very long time. Yeah, that's so awesome. We'll get back. I can talk this language,
Right.
even though I wouldn't get on a roof. Oh, dude, right?
Yeah.
That did not fit my life cycle space, right? So,
It's understandable.
doing nobody's roof.
No.
Yeah, Michael, you're out in our community here. You know how relational the business community is here in Colorado Springs, right?
Yes.
So my favorite quote, I have to give it, I've been sitting here waiting because I wanted to do this quote with Michael because I wanted to see how he answers this.
Okay.
Robert Frost, and we all know his quote, I would be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled, and it has made all the difference. So what's been your road less traveled?
You know, in business, like what I do, it's simple. It's a simple process, but it certainly isn't easy. So we teach, and I've gotten to train a number of agents, and I'm working on growing my team. So we teach, sitting down and having, like 6 sit-downs a day with people where we're taking them through, and 30 a week. And it's probably a very small percentage of people that do that. But there's so many little things that help you to run your business like a business. We've kind of turned that into an acronym, RIBLAB, run your business like a business. And
I like that.
and it's not even close to a word, but we do say RIBLAB quite a bit. So just those little things, and we have a process, that initially when you're brand new you have to memorize, and then you internalize, and then you personalize. But really, staying true to the process, because there's been hundreds and hundreds of agents that have gone before me, and they've been able to really develop that and tweak that and make it very effective. Yeah. When I was first new, I don't think I figured I could just figure it out myself, maybe take that other path.
Why do we do that as business owners?
Right.
Why do we do that?
Yeah, it seems like we have
Because you hear that story all the time.
Yeah, we have to fail a little bit. And I did my share of that for sure. I didn't know that I would make it, honestly. I had a hard couple of years. And then I actually did it on the side while I was teaching that 3rd grade class. And then I had a restart. It'll be 2 years, the restart part of it, which I never quit, so thankfully.
Yes.
was 2 years ago, July 1st, coming up here. And I'm so glad that I didn't quit, and I was able to do things differently. One of the things, a small habit that I've been able to do, and I've got a number of other habits to develop, but on Sundays I always just take time to go over my week, and I have an actual sheet of paper where I can do it on my
tablet.
My tablet. But it's just called a weekly review and preparation, and it might take an hour, it might take an hour and a half, but it's so worthwhile to just reviewing the week and to understanding what went well, what can I improve on. And then laying out the week that's before me.
So you're becoming more intentional about the work that you're doing, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I think I heard you say that you were in the Johnson agency, so you're looking at onboarding people to to be a part of your group as well.
Yes.
Have you guys established vision, mission, values for the Johnson Agency? I'm not talking about the Globe Life Family Heritage, but
Yeah. I'm really developing that right now. I'm technically a part of something called the Baker Agency, but they do encourage us to, develop your own agency. And they always say, just work. You're the agency owner of what's happening before you, and I'm in charge of my schedule and just growing my team, and I'm it's up to me.
I'm not trying to sell you anything, so I want to make sure that that's clear.
Yeah.
But would you be okay if we sent you a template of values, mission, vision,
Absolutely.
all of those things and stuff that you might? It may be an easy developing plan for you to develop it for yourself.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'd love that.
Yes. Why don't we do that? Because I can see when people are, the coaching me sees when people are trying to get outside of the constraints of their own mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And that's difficult.
Which you're
Yeah.
there though in a strong way with your intentionality and your actions that you're doing on a daily
Right.
basis, especially on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And I know that vision is that, preferred destination in the future, and then the mission is really the steps to get there. So,
Yeah.
And the values of those banks in our rivers that keeps the water flowing.
Yeah.
right.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a bank, a river's just a puddle.
Yep.
Or it can spread out and go places you don't want it to go.
Yes,
What did it go?
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to do that because I know you and I know your heart. And it matters to this community that your heart is represented correctly in this culture in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, you have that. I can tell you got some good stuff. I can see your wheels turning. You right?
Well, actually, I wanted to go back to a personal question for you and the kiddos.
Yeah.
So, with your belief system and everything, stopping at 4, it's a thing, right? I mean, do you get pressure for that?
Not really. There's a lot of choice. People. There are some big families in our faith, but there's four's pretty good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And how was it raising the kids and being a businessman and balancing that? Because there's a lot of parents that listen to our show. So, what's some wisdom that you can share with that?
Well, marry a very intelligent, amazing woman. That was the first thing I did, and that worked out great. When we were pregnant with our oldest, we were still in college because we started early.
Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
We graduated from Mesa State in Grand Junction.
Oh, Mesa State. Okay, yes.
And so a couple weeks before Kyra was born, our oldest, Shannon quit her job at the law firm that she was working at, and she was a stay-at-home mom for almost. She just started working again recently at the school that the kids go to.
Yeah.
But so she stayed home with the kids, and that made a huge difference. And we had to pinch some pennies and get things figured out, but I wouldn't trade it.
Me either. We did the same thing, brother. So it takes sacrifice.
It does.
And if you're really committed to your family, you can make some sacrifice.
Yeah, we drove.
Is she a
old cars.
paralegal?
No, she was a receptionist and office admin, and
Okay.
she actually has a degree in math, but she's a student support specialist now at Thomas McLaren.
Oh,
cool.
Thomas
Yeah.
McLaren.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Love that school.
That's awesome. What has been some of the big challenges for you? I was looking at a question I wanted to ask you as well. One thing that you see, we can develop a victim mentality in the midst of this business. My business is 8 years old now. Lisa you've been out there for what?
3 years.
3 years now. And it can get lonely in this space. we can begin to point some mental fingers at other people and things. And so how does your life transcend that victim mentality, and how do you continue to spiral up and flourish and evolve in the midst of the hardness of entrepreneurship?
Sure. Well, I think the people you work with is very important. My business partner, Mike, I love a lot of people. I like a lot of people. Not very many people I'd go into business with, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Pump that,
He never wanted to partner with anyone either.
Then she came along.
You chose well. And,
That's awesome.
And I think just having that high level of integrity and work ethic has really served both of us well. And once a week we sit down and have an owner's lunch, and we set out our, kind of our year plan, our quarterly, and then what we're going to do this week. And we, brainstorm together. We give each other tasks. We sign it, and then we check up the next week to see if we did what we told each other we were going to do.
Yeah, that is
it's
fabulous.
it's been really great. And He's been a brother to me.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, roofing companies have horrible cultures, typically.
I worked with a lot of roofers before. I know.
So
You know what's
so
up.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Guy's like, oh, yeah.
That business culture is just bite. I mean, it's like with yelling at each other, just top down. I'm in charge.
Really?
So horrible that way. We talking blue collar, young lady.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking blue collar, but those are typical blue collar things, right? People in positions that they shouldn't be leading people in because they're not leaders. They're managers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And I believe you manage stuff, you lead humans.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
And if it's not in that order, then you've missed the opportunity to create a culture that people can flourish in.
Yeah.
How do you keep a culture that you would be proud of?
Right. And I think it's, treating people with absolute respect and integrity and valuing the people you work with. That was one of the questions I had for Tony. I said, how do you make sure the subs show up,
Yeah.
And, because I'm like, this could be a problem.
Yeah.
And he said, well, we pay them fast, we pay them fair, and we treat them like people. And I was like, I love all of those reasons.
Yeah.
And our roofing crews that we have are phenomenal. And we pay them well, and we pay them very quickly, and there's a lot of respect there. And, Tony was pointing out to us several months ago, he said, how many callbacks do you guys get? And we're like, none. He's like, that's because your crews are working great. When they get mad, then they start messing things up if you're not paying them well.
Right.
And so...
If they're waiting for their checks,
Yeah,
et
so
cetera.
every Friday we're paying them, and they're like family to us. And in fact, Mike and I get excited about keeping them so busy and how many roofs can we get so they can make good money for their family.
Yes, exactly.
And that's the thing that we really we get jazzed about. And and our office staff and stuff. How can we pay them more? How can we bonus them? And
supporting local families.
Yeah, it's kind of like a people first mentality.
It does.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of your crews, are they Hispanic crews?
Yeah, they're mostly from Mexico.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. Can I give you once again, I'm not trying to build business, at least to know that's not what I do here. We're trying to lift you up. But Hispanic Chamber may be a great outlet for your business, since you employ so many and have to, I'm on their board of directors. So
I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, and I'm not Hispanic.
Yeah. Well,
I know you didn't notice that. And you speak.
I wasn't sure. Well, and that time in Mexico, I absolutely love the culture, and I love the people, and just their family orientation and how hard they work. And I love them.
It's a great chamber, man.
I'd like to check it out.
Check it out.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell them you sent me.
Yeah, tell them I sent you. That always helps, right? If you decide to go there, because we want to collaborate in this community. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
We help each other,
Right?
And that's why I'm going, Vixens. How in the world could I be in this space and never heard of you guys before? You guys must suck as far as getting your name out in the community.
Well, you're in BNI though, so that's a good referral machine.
It's been helping, and
He's newly in BNI too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
and that's we actually were nominated for Best of Springs, and we finished in the top 3. So we don't know what place yet.
You don't suck that
But
bad.
yeah, well, they were always amazing. You know, the previous business owner he didn't promote himself as much.
Yeah.
He was an amazing roofer,
Right,
knows
yeah.
super smart, does great work, and Mike and I were kind of more marketing guys, and so you know.
Totally.
It trips me out that you want to have a company at a small business level, but you don't want to promote it.
Right.
You say, I don't want to say I'm going to say I promote. Well, who else is going to promote
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
I mean, right? Yeah, unless you got thousands of dollars that you can push into agencies that,
right.
quite frankly, most times, I leave that there, but don't get you the name recognition that you're looking for.
Right.
You got in small business, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to promote yourself.
Yeah. But for BNI, it does work.
It
does.
For all the home
particularly for
services.
roofing companies.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been a huge
Roofing,
blessing.
plumbing, electrical, all the
Insurance,
things. Yeah, totally makes
realtors,
sense. Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and that's we do lunch and learns with insurance agents, and
Yeah.
Of course
we
you
make
do.
good friends with property managers and realtors.
Heck
and,
yeah. You know
those
what's
are-
up. I love that guy.
Yeah, we know
What's
who
that
butters our
one-
bread.
That property management agency, group that meets once a month.
NARPM.
NARPM.
Yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
a part of them as well?
I'm not. My business partner, he's visited a couple of times. A dear property manager that I love, a lady named Angie Finch with New Day.
I know
She's there.
well. She's a very good friend.
She's
She
wonderful.
has a fro.
Yeah.
You need her on our show. Why
I
isn't she
get
there?
Angie out.
You should. She runs a single woman's ministry too,
Yes,
and
she does.
she's such a contributor to this
Her for
community.
years and years.
Let's bring her on.
Yeah, she's such a good
That's so
friend.
cool.
She's
Yeah.
an excellent human.
Oh,
she
yeah.
really is. NARPM's a good, and it's inexpensive.
Yeah, it's not
just
bad.
a matter of having people there.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, if you don't show, you don't go.
That's right. It's all what you make of it.
Yeah. You gotta show.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I should be a member of NARPM.
Okay.
With Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh,
It's
cool.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go where it works. Just like you, man. You know. I know you, Michael.
Yes.
I know you well. This marketing thing ain't your thing so
No,
much.
not so
right. Not so much.
I'm so grateful to be able to learn from you and then learn about culture and marketing from guys like Kai, Kyle Cockram, who was on the show with me
yeah.
last time,
Yeah.
Southern Mesa.
Yeah, Mesa, they
Yeah.
were here. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
I did a thing with their business.
Nice.
Great.
Southern
Nice.
Mesa, yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing great work.
They
really are.
They've been in business like 3 years.
Yeah.
I know, and they've got about 25 people.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
impressive.
they're making money.
Yeah.
What a
novel
concept.
idea, right?
Do good work.
Yeah. And I've had my roof done by people that, yeah, they finish it and you're like, ooh, I wish this would have been done a little differently. And it's so awesome to know someone that has that high integrity
It
and
is.
takes
Yeah.
care of their team, and they want to do great work,
Right.
so that you don't have the callbacks.
And I'm glad I'm meeting you today, Kai, because my son's company doesn't do much work here in this area. You know, he's in Denver and north and all of that.
But he also doesn't do home services.
What do you mean home?
You do home,
Yeah.
What's home
fix-it services in the
You do fix-it
house.
service?
Well,
Right?
Well, they do a little bit of
Fixins roofing and home services. You know, we'll handle the entire claim. You know, we won't just do the roof. We'll help with the gutters and paint and windows and screens and
Yeah.
you know some
Yeah,
of
we
the
have all that as well.
HVAC.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Take
we are almost
one
out of
step.
time, gentlemen.
Really?
So,
Goes fast.
as you know, we're all about infusing hope and encouragement
Yeah.
throughout the world. So, Michael, we're going to start with you since you're our
Yes.
panel host.
Okay.
I would like you to look at that camera, please, and encourage the world, and then let everyone know how to reach you.
Okay. Well, my encouragement to you is to take the time, well, they have short accounts, and take the time to hug people that you know and love. This past weekend, I lost a dear friend, unexpectedly passed away. And yeah, that is definitely making me think a lot about these sort of things, whether it might be, you know, something I need to communicate with one of my sons or something I need to do differently with my wife just to have a stronger marriage. I would just, encourage you to to take that time to make things right and just to love people well.
Yes.
And really be a good listener. And then follow through on what you're hearing.
Oh, I love
Indeed.
that.
That was so awesome.
How can they reach you?
They can reach me by calling or texting. My phone number is 719-345-2489. And my email, it's a little long, but it's fairly memorable. It's just 4 words, yourfamilyheritageagent@gmail. So those 4 words, your family heritage agent. But yeah, shoot me a call, shoot me a text, reach out. You can find me. Michael Johnson is a pretty dang common name. But I am on, Facebook and LinkedIn and all those sort of things. But yeah, would love to sit down and just get to know you.
And if you forget any of those things, reach out to Lisa or I. We would be glad to get you in touch with Michael and the Johnson Agency and the work that they're doing, because we believe in it.
Yes.
And it's really good work that you're presenting to humanity.
Yeah.
Thank
you, my friend.
Appreciate you.
You bet.
All right, Kai, you're up.
All right. Well, thank you guys for having me on here, Michael. Thanks for inviting me. And
Of course.
just to be encouraging, just hope, work hard, and things usually work out. When you hope and you pray and then you put your mind to it and you work hard, things tend to work out. And love the people you're with and love the things that you're doing.
Yes. Christensen is a very, very common name in the Latter-day community.
It is.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of you like Smith.
Right.
How can they reach you real quick?
So, my phone number for the office, 719-641-5969, or my cell phone is 719-355-9074 if you want to shoot a text. My email is Kai, K-Y, at fixinscontracting.com. That's Fixins contracting.com.
Sounds so southern. The Fixin'.
The Fixin'. We love fixing things.
Yeah. I like it.
Only in the South it means you're ready to grow up.
That's right.
When the fixings happen.
That's right.
We like to grow up too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Lisa, before we wrap up, let us spotlight a couple of our sponsors today, because this show does not happen without people sponsoring it, and we're so thankful for Wesco Insurance and the great Karen Butcher. She loves helping people save and get the best service ever. She's my agent.
She's mine too.
Yeah, so reach
And
out.
not because she's a sponsor. She was my agent before that.
Just
Just saying.
Indeed, yeah. It probably helped us with sponsorship. We're already there in camp. So contact her at our website at beencouraged.net or go to wescoinsurance.com and look for Karen Butcher. She'll help you. And our friends at Planet Duck, Brandon James Kirk and his team offer astronomical air duct cleaning with the most powerful vacuum trucks in Colorado, and they are
Stronger than the vacuum of space.
Indeed. Reach out to Brandon Kirk and his people.
So more and more people are seeing the benefits of a sponsorship with us. We're now up to 25 sponsors within only 14 months. So visit us at beencouraged.net to become a sponsor and get your business name out there to our growing audience. Our platinum sponsor has seen an aggressive 900% growth in their business in just 7 months. So like and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn to join us on our journey to extend hope and encouragement and help people realize their potential through networking, collaboration, and community involvement. And remember, if you want to join us internationally, go to our website and select the international via Instagram to join us live from anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. This morning we had a great time on Instagram Live as well. So if you know people in other countries that might want to be highlighted for themselves or their business, please let us know so that we can reach out to them and bring them on our 30-minute platform of Instagram Live as well.
Yes.
We are absolutely committed to infusing hope and encouragement into the world. We refuse to operate in a culture that's all about meanness and vitriol and all of the things that we see happening among humans today. Join us on our mission. Go to beencouraged.net to see how you can sponsor this movement as we take positive messaging out
Yes,
Yes,
thank
thank you,
you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
You
it.
guys are incredible. Keep doing great work.
Yes.
Keep highlighting your families, and people need what you're showing to your
Yes,
families
role
as
models.
well. Role models. That's
Thank
what
you.
I'm looking for.
I know.
We'll be back next week with 2 more awesome